Good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are, and welcome to this seminar of Understanding Your Data with OpenText Knowledge Discovery, especially with AI content management solutions. My name is Paul Rademakers. I'm sales executive within the OpenText Enterprise Content Sales Organization. And for this occasion, I'm accompanied by my colleague, Ken O'Donnell, who is lead solution consultant within OpenText. And together we will host you through the solution of knowledge discovery to give you insight in what it does and the value that it brings to customers. And to set the scene, we see nowadays that information we own is everywhere. Content is not only available within the enterprise, it resides on all types of devices and systems. And that creates a knowledge overload for the knowledge worker. The struggle of getting control of this massive amount of data sources is real. Foundry research have found that 58% of business representatives have lost business opportunities because they cannot find the right information timely. And 41% of people responding say that systems tasks have given them an issue, so it takes them a lot of time before they can get to the information they really need. And 82% of people are blaming that it is caused by technology. Now, what is then the untapped knowledge which we talk about? To do our daily jobs, we need to work with information. If you are a marketing representative, you want to understand information from campaigns, from policies. If you are in HRs, you want to also understand exactly what goes on in job postings. If you're commercial responsible, you want to see what RFPs there are and what contract information needs responses. If you're in production, you want to know what kind of patent information is available. And last but not least, if you are in financial environment, you want to see what credit information is available on the accounts. Understanding the variety and information appearances and the complexity of information gathering has been driving the successes of OpenText in the area of content management for a long time. For decades, we are perceived as one of the leaders in the industry, endorsed by many analysts, as you see on this overview. Now, in this webinar, we want to give you some grasp of our AI-powered features within content solutions, how our knowledge discovery platform taps into content being used on an everyday basis, and how we help customers bringing order in the sprawl of information types, using features that are AI-generated, and elevate production by leveraging smart content. What we see is that users are getting kind of stress in dealing with information overload because they are having to deal with it on a daily basis, using 7 to 10 application screens and at the same time. And a lot of studies have shown that they don't necessarily understand that customers can see the relationships between all those screens. We think that the content is kept in neat folders, but the reality is that data is spread everywhere. So we are using not only our data, our Word applications, we also use Salesforce, SAP, OneDrive, Outlook, Microsoft 365, and information is scattered all around the place. If we are having a Teams call, we sometimes don't know that are recorded from different locations, and we need to get rid of this disconnected nature of content. When the complexity arises, you see also that we see that customers and companies are struggling with the compliancy issues that is created by having all those locations in use all the time, and ultimately it could create security risk. So we're trying to get this by a centralized workspace that has the policies, the automation, and neatly puts this all together. So if we have that, we can build a workspace, and we can ask questions also about what the content is about. So simple questions that can be asked in a natural language way. However, many organizations don't know exactly how to start this journey, and we want to give you the capabilities by using our knowledge discovery technologies, by getting it started in a very friendly way, which uses the technology as we have it now. Knowledge discovery is there to automate your data management. Your data is then automated by the tool to manage all different repositories that you have in your enterprise. We have a technology called KeyView, which can look into different kinds of files, even if it's WordPerfect 5.1, and can give you information that has been kept there for 20 years and bring it in combination with the latest version of Microsoft Office. So we are not intimidated by any content, however. We want to use the technology which is there for retrieval and making the retrieval as easy as possible. There's now also a big move towards video, towards images, especially for example, for marketing events and campaigns. And we see the importance of non-structured data is getting stronger every year. And we can also tap that type of information with the same technology. We've done very well with a set of customers that are in law enforcement and intelligence. What we really see is that we can use that information all together for knowing the unknown, then what we have and what we know, we can extract and enrich, and we can make, let's say, a journey towards a generative AI approach of enterprise information. And this is exactly where this journey starts. It starts with our knowledge discovery technology, and we work it out from there. Knowledge discovery opens the use of generative AI, feeding LLMs that can give meaningful dialogues to knowledge workers. And with our knowledge discovery technology, we can enter the world of generative AI and open a new way of communication, helping machines to improve the workers' performance and efficiency.
Thank you very much, Paul. I also like to welcome everybody who's listening and watching to this webinar. My name is Kenneth Donau. I'm a solution consultant with OpenText, primarily working across Europe. I will delve with you deeper into the knowledge discovery platform. OpenText Knowledge Discovery, formerly known as IDLE, provides unified text analytics, speech analytics, and video analytics with support for more than 2,000 data formats. It enables out-of-the-box access to more than 160 data repositories behind and beyond your firewall, indexing data without relocation and disruption. The software platform can deal with all kinds of documents. I mentioned over 2,000 different file types, and be able to have very sophisticated understanding of the text concepts, but also of what's in other formats like video and audio, and be able to build out a process by which we're going to manage all this. So knowledge discovery is built on proven world-class technology and innovation with a track record of over 25 years, formerly known as IDLE, so the Intelligent Data Operating Layer, introducing from its inception machine learning and deep neural network technology. The solution unlocks hidden insights by revealing trends, patterns, and relationships. So note that knowledge discovery also has a track record of protecting access control within an organization, which is critical to effective operations. So doing a security map inside the solution, which enables preservation of security entitlements. Synchronized updates of such entitlements enable users to access the right information while simultaneously safeguarding sensitive data. And knowledge discovery saves access control list data in a proprietary index, providing the highest level of document level security. The solution finds within any type of content, people, place, organization, concepts, and you can train it on what is it that you're looking for along the way. One of the things you can look for, of course, is sensitive data. So it will find PII and health information, credit card information, tag it, so that we know that we have to protect that data better. And if you get a request to delete the data for GDPR reasons, you can have a better confidence level that you know whose data goes with what. So the platform maps metadata to documents. So here we are mapping documents according to locations associated with these documents, people, and so forth. And then we can either manually tag it, or automatically tag it and place this in projects. So we can still have also human oversight of it, especially in the beginning stages, as you're getting oriented to the process, and then begin to build the process out that will help you to automate this, to do it at very large volumes of information. So whether that process to be initial discovery of what we have in the organization and be able to push it to other places where even AI is going to be able to take control over it. Or we are going to enrich the metadata and be able to tag it so that we have a better grounding for Gen AI applications to support correct and complete answers. Sorry. So, well, as I said, not all data is, of course, in text. Some of this data, of course, is in rich media. So more and more, we're having to deal with video, audio, images, and we want to do more and more sophisticated things with it. So with our AI, we're able to do some extremely sophisticated detection of content. We can train on objects and any type of features. It's finding certain people in video or it finds certain logos. It can detect, recognize people, and or even detect attributes about the people. So here we do that with images, with video, but we can also look at the audio as well. So we can do a transcript of the audio content, which with the speech to text, and detect also the speaker, spoken language, and then tag that with also time codes, so we know where in the audio that particular text is showing up. And of course, we are doing it in multiple languages. With this modular offering of hundreds of advanced analytics functions, as well as an open and scalable architecture for easy embedding, even in third-party integration, knowledge discovery lends itself to supporting diverse use cases spanning a broad spectrum of solutions within the industry. So 4 solutions which are included in the knowledge discovery platform already are there for an easy start from the get-go. So there's this MS Teams bot, you have the investigation tool Discover, an enterprise and knowledge management solution called Find, and of course the Gen AI natural language, large language model interaction solution, Aviator Search. With a history in secure enterprise search and knowledge management brought by the Find UI, the Teams bot introduced an easy-to-use, low-level alternative to the platform. And with Discover, that's the next UI, the investigative capabilities are put more front and center for search experts and analysts. And with all these, you can gain an in-depth understanding of user profiles and actions to personalize knowledge delivery. And the 4th UI, Aviator Search, introduces knowledge discovery's natural language question answering and transforms the end user experience. It enables simple and contextual relevant dialogues between humans and machines. So I want to give the presentation back to Paul to continue with the next part of our introduction.
Thank you, Kenneth, for your explanation of how the technology works. I want now to give you some insight in what we could see as a typical path for AI-infused projects in order to get to the next level of data content management by using our AI technologies from knowledge discovery. And it basically is built on three phases. The first one is that you have to prepare for your Gen AI innovation. You have to then enrich the data you have already. And with that enrichment, you can go to the third level, which is understanding and leverage from what you have gained from using our technologies. And the first phase is, of course, something that let me take a look. The first is, of course, is that you prepare well. And preparation means that you have to have data management implementation at the latest level, and you have done everything that you need to do to be prepared for AI. But after this preparation, you can start with, let's say, cleaning up the data and removing silos that have hindered you to get to more optimized use of your data. And when this cleansing has been finished, you can also then see how you can retrieve value from the technologies that we provide. Basically, we think in three terms. It's data automation. So by using our technology, you automate the technology for retrieving information from various files and formats. We can add rich media content to the information you have, and it enables you to, let's say, to make a quick start in discovery using LLM-based algorithms that can be used in combination with our technologies. So the third level is then to understand and to create more knowledge from the information that you have been using so far, and really automate every conversation, in the sense that it's not only conversations between humans to machines, but it can be machines to machines, and that's the next level of automation that we think that will happen in the near future. So for all these things, we have detailed plans, and we have, for all the phases, we have distinct products. So I think we, as we discussed, you could start easily by using our knowledge discovery technologies to understand exactly which sources, which information, which type of data, which files and formats that are available, and bring that to the next level. Then after, you can use also our Aviator Search solution, which is a cloud-based solution to have natural language conversations. So you ask questions in natural language and you get answers back. That's as we're human. Of course, when you are in the last level, but there's no need, let's say, to wait for that. You can also start already now. You can also use our Content Aviator features within the OpenText data management solutions to retrieve AI-based value from the content engines that we provide. And with that, I want to give now the microphone back to Kenneth to give some additional information.
So we spoke about two different approaches how OpenText can assist you with your own data on your AI journey. One is to provide you with the Search Aviator, which is going to give you that end result, very convenient, very powerful control over data that's already in the business workspace, already integrated across all these different applications and well managed, well governed. And second, providing a platform that allows you to manage grounded information, curated data, taken from many, many different repositories, and get it where it needs to be into the AI supported business process at the right moment, in the right format. If we step back for one moment, and you will understand organizations are eager to harness the power of large language models and generative AI and the potential impact. Well, enhanced efficiency, cost savings, intelligent decision-making, and superior outcomes, with 41% of knowledge workers eager to banish repetitive tasks, senior leaders look to AI to free up employees' precious time and reach new heights of efficiency and innovation. But with innovation comes uncertainty. Which tools to use, how to prioritize AI initiatives, the ever-looming concerns of data security, how to manage data. Part if the problem is expertise. To summarize a recent OpenText research, 54% of respondents say they lack the resources, knowledge, products for their use cases, and the organized data they would need to feed into AI. And these form the biggest hurdle. And what about the data itself, the information that drives everything AI can do? McKinsey recently reported that 72% of leading organizations say managing data is one of the top challenges preventing them from scaling AI use cases. These concerns are valid. Data must be structured, cleaned, understood, see which are relevant for AI models to perform effectively. If your data isn't ready for generative AI, neither is your business. So OpenText aviators, they support to get immediate answers to questions through an interactive chat interface, quickly understand documents or workspaces with immediate analysis and summaries, keep users focused with answers relevant to their tasks, roles and/or permissions, and protect data with embedded permissions, compliancy, and security. By engaging in conversations and quickly providing relevant answers to natural language questions, we eliminate tedious manual searches and help employees find what they need to do their jobs even faster. The knowledge discovery platform, well, we support, of course, the vector embeddings as introduced by the whole large language model approach to save an internal representation of audio, video, images, and text, and all this to allow natural language questioning by users or customers, giving them through this mechanism also easily understandable, very factual answers. Of course, the whole space where we are active is to summarize, translate, find or locate specific knowledge. With examples like tell me the story, give an introduction, explain certain theories, or gain insights with these engines to say who is the best, which competitor, etc., etc., etc. So there are, of course, three important steps that you've recognized and discussed to make it easy for organizations to master AI-powered modern works. So knowledge discovery identifies business-critical content in external sources, name it Teams, SharePoint, FileSets, etc., etc., and then automatically extracts and files the business-critical content back to any of the OpenText content management systems. And then knowledge discovery crawls all the workspaces, structure and relationships and documents, and then enrichment is applied to each document based on its content. And all the insight gathered is then surfaced in a knowledge graph. And users can jump as a third directly from the knowledge graph to the workspace or to the document level, putting then AI-powered insights directly in the hands of your teams, empowered to make smarter, faster decisions. Knowing all this of the knowledge discovery platform, also, and mostly important, of course, is that we understand that trusted information is key to reliable Gen AI solutions. And the capabilities of knowledge discovery will provide you with confidence in these dimensions. So both safety, fairness, truthfulness, robustness, privacy will be part of your AI initiative and essential to go forward. So with this last slide, I will open, together with Paul, the floor for any other questions that you may have. Please use the question area to insert any of the questions which might be relevant, and we will be happy to answer these.
We have another possibility to submit questions, and if you have questions, then please, there is a special box you can put in. And we have already received some very interesting questions about one is, does knowledge discovery cover social media content? And the answer is, of course, we do. Social media content is also known as open source intelligence, and we provide the main platforms, X, Facebook, and Instagram. What you get out of it is interesting views on what can be indexed. Of course, you can index recordings, feeds. You can convert speech to text into text, allows for further investigations. Also, as Kenneth explained, sentiment analyze. Give you a really broad picture of what rich media can do for you. The next question we had about installations. What is a typical path for installations? Normally, we work with an ecosystem of partners that are helping us to provide you a smooth installation of the technology. It's a platform, so we mainly focus on premise installations, but we are also extending that to cloud. On the ecosystems, we have, of course, our own professional services organizations, both on the OpenText side as well as the Micro Focus side. With the technology, we have dedicated partners that can work on a local basis with you, understanding your needs and questions and languages. And of course, we work with integrators from the big sizes that we all know, to help us to integrate the technology into the installations they have.
Because Paul, I see it's very explicitly questioned in the Q&A. Is this only available for the cloud version of the platform, or is it also available for on-premises installation? And I can answer, can add to that question that was mentioned here in the Q&A. That yes, historically, actually, we have a very large track record of on-premise installations, also for the nature of confidentiality of some of the customers we've had. But also, it's possible to do an installation on AWS, Azure, or any other cloud platform. But it's so not only for cloud versions. It's both available on cloud, on-premise. And I think we have a large, well, like I said, user base who prefers to do it on-premise, but that is no way restricted to that type of installation.
Okay, thank you, Kenneth, for the extra information. Next question comes about how scalable is the technology? So the technology comes with a large set of features that are all included in the platform, and that contains also an index to collect 1 million documents that are related to your search questions. And the technology scales with the amount of million documents you add to the index. Basically, it's unlimited scaling because the technology is not relating on or not depending on features that are having an issue with the scaling. So with that, it helps you to do from a minimal use case to a complete platform that can be implemented.
Yeah, from a scaling point of view, what I can add in this case is then we have deployments which have over hundreds of millions of documents or objects which are then retrievable, reported on or used for alerting. Deployments have also been done in situations like CCTV camera monitoring and sending alerts whenever some interesting things happen and are detected by the AI. The scaling itself, I would say, is like linear scalable. So meaning when platform grow, you can add more hardware, more computing power, and still use the same platform without reinstalling or modifying any of the already installed software.
Okay, and then the last question that came in is about PII data. It's something that is, of course, a very interesting item for the moment. Yes, we are focusing on that very clearly. Our technology enables you to look into all types of data that have some restriction from personal and identifiable content. As we all know, it's clearly mandatory that every organization redacting documents where it needs to be published, and it could be infringing the PII laws. We can cover a whole set of PII related only for, let's say, personal information, but also for commercial information, health information. Please take a look at the content which is available on the platform about knowledge discovery. You can see the overview, typical elements we cover within PI.
See in the Q&A that we might have a small technical issue with an echo. We will, of course, release this webinar also for reviewing, and there we might try to avoid the echo that you might hear now. But yes, let's see if we can continue, and hopefully we can avoid this echo in the webinar. Did you get any other questions, Paul, also? I think with this then we can conclude the webinar. And like we said, there will be a recording, you can rewatch it. Any other questions that you might have, we will monitor this inbox and still try to answer anything that we get. Thank you very much for attending this webinar, and I hope to see you next time when we will continue.